Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're breaking down the difference between the Photos app and the Gallery app on Samsung phones. So, one thing that always confuses people when they first start using an Android phone, and specifically a Samsung phone, is this. What's the difference between Photos and the Gallery app? You've probably noticed they're both apps for your photos, screenshots, etc. and they look similar. So, why do you have two of them on your phone? There's actually a clear difference between the two. First, Photos is Google's app for photos, whereas the Gallery is Samsung's own app that comes pre-installed on Samsung phones. If you're on a Samsung phone, you'll usually have both apps installed, and you can use either one or both. That's up to you. If you're using something like a Motorola or Google Pixel phone, you'd actually only have the Photos app and not a separate Gallery app. So Photos is kind of the standard Android photo app, and Gallery is Samsung's own version. Besides being developed by different companies, the big difference is that Google Photos is actually not a traditional Gallery app. It's designed for cloud backup sync and storage. It treats your local phone storage as a temporary holding zone. It's designed to instantly take a copy of every photo or screenshot you snap, then uploads those to your Google Cloud account and clears them off your device's local storage when space is running low. It's really good for searchability and cross-platform syncing because once the photos go into the cloud, you can find them on all your devices, not just that particular phone. Also, Google servers process the photos and do an AI scan on your images, making the app really smart when it comes to search. You could search something like California and see all your photos taken in California. You could also search for something like dog at the beach or a receipt from last year, and it would find those instantly. It understands what's going on in your photos and uses that to improve the search. What about the Samsung Gallery app? It looks similar and displays your photos and screenshots, but this app specializes in local file management and editing. It's tailored for Galaxy hardware, and it doesn't really care about the web or the cloud. It cares about what's physically on your phone right now. The primary goal with this app is maximum offline speed. It talks directly to your phone's built-in storage and the camera app. Because it doesn't wait for an internet connection to sync your photos and videos, scrolling through thousands of high-resolution photos and videos is seamless, fast with no stutter or lagging. So, this one's really good for native editing, local folder structures, and also for privacy because it doesn't scan and analyze your photos like Google Photos does. These apps are designed to live side by side on your Samsung phone, so there's usually no need to choose a default and you can just have them both installed. I find myself defaulting to the Gallery app most of the time. I just like the navigation and layout more and find it easier to use. One instance where you do have to choose between the apps is when you open a photo inside a file manager, an email or chat app for example. Your phone's going to default to one app over the other. If you need to change that, for example, if your phone is opening it in the Samsung Gallery and you want to open it in Google Photos instead, we can make that change by resetting the defaults. To do that, go to Settings and scroll down to Apps. Then, in the list of apps, scroll down to the app that's currently being used as the default for opening photos. On my phone, that's the Samsung Gallery app, so I'll find that. Within the app settings, tap Set as default and toggle off the Open Supported Links option. On some Samsung phones, you might see an option here to clear default preferences. Now, if I go to my Files app and pull up an image and open it, the phone's going to ask which app you want to use. Mine is suggesting the Gallery app, but I could choose Google Photos instead and then tell my phone to either open it just once or use Google Photos always. So that's how you could choose a default. That's basically it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.